The biggest story in sports comes from the NBA, specifically in Boston, as Celtics head coach Ime Udoka, fresh off of an NBA Finals run in just his first year in Beantown, he's now facing most likely a 1-year suspension for the 2022-23 season for his role in an intimate relationship with a female member of that. Though consensual, the relationship is considered to be a violation of the Celtics guidelines, and a proposed penalty for Udoka will likely be unprecedented for a sitting head coach. It's worth noting that this is a Celtic matter, not a league matter. Udoka, who replaced Brad Stevens as head coach just a season ago, was largely successful. There are a lot of reports, and social media is having its way today for the seriousness of this matter. A team that's fresh off the NBA Finals with wins over the Nets with Kevin Durant, the Bucks with Giannis, and the Heat with Jimmy Butler in the conference finals, taking the Warriors with Steph 6 games. This is a very serious matter that they're likely going to lose their head coach for at least one season. We shall see. There are budding reports that Coach Udoka is maybe considering retirement as news breaks about said relationship with a female member of his staff. This is bad. This is not a good look for the NBA. This is not a good look for Boston. This is not a good look for Ime Udoka. I will say this, though. There is a story in the atmosphere that I do not believe to get the coverage that Coach Ime Udoka's story is getting, in which Brett Favre is accused of stealing welfare from the poorest state in our country, in Mississippi. And it does bother me the way this story's set up. If you look at it, it was broken by Woj. It was nearly midnight on the East Coast when Woj broke this story. He had his fancy suit. He even went as far to break out a new logo on the Post. Like, clearly someone wanted this story to go out the way they wanted that story to go out. It was a slow news night, and Coach Udoka has taken over the night and all of today. So I just believe it to be someone within that Boston Celtics organization worked closely with Woj. I'm not saying this is what happened. This is what I believed it to be, to get this story out to smear the name of Ime Udoka. That's what I believe. I'm not pointing any fingers at anyone. There are reports of who people believe this female staffer to be. We won't play them games on this platform, but this feels very contrived. I will leave it at that. And if I'm not sure what details will come out about exactly the extent of Udoka's head coach with whatever female staffer that it is, if they were using Boston Celtics money to fund dates, trips, or anything in between, then clear as day, these are violations that a franchise cannot have happening under their watch, and there will be a suspension to go with it. Again, I'm not saying that this brother does not deserve to be held accountable, but it does bother me to see this story take precedent when a Hall of Fame, one of the greatest brands the NFL has ever seen, Brett Favre, is accused of stealing welfare money from people within Mississippi, and it barely even reached the newswire with some of these entities in media. That's all I'm saying. Ime Udoka likely facing a year-long suspension as Boston Celtics head coach due to his transgressions. And by the way, there is a component to this. I just want to clarify this. I've been told that his longtime girlfriend is just that. Not his wife, Nia Long, actress, legendary actress. They were not married, for what it's worth. If it holds any weight in this story, he was not a married man. Right? Again, I don't know the extent of their relationship. I don't even play those games on my platform. I stay out of that. All right. But from an NBA perspective, we're likely losing one of the game's best young minds fresh off of an NBA Finals run for at least a year's time. I'm out.